Guys, how you doing today? This is David Lucas here and welcome back to my channel. I'm sorry if in advance that if I sound a little drowsy or kind of really tired or out of it. I've been sick the past few days, so kind of just bear with me here. Really want to get this video out though since it's the beginning of the new year. Happy New Year everybody. Hope you all had a great new year and great holidays. I spent most of my holidays sick, but oh well, that's fine. Starting to get better now though. And now what you can tell from the title probably is that this is my top 10 most anticipated movies for 2020. Now, last year when I very first started posting on YouTube like regularly, I did a top 10 for the year 2019. And now since 2020, I decided why not do a top 10 most anticipated for 2020. Sonic the Hedgehog. Sonic the Hedgehog is being directed by Jeff Fowler and is starring Jim Carrey and James Marsden. Now, I grew up on Sonic, probably like most of everyone here that grew up on Sonic. Sonic was always my favorite video game as a kid. Well, at least one of my favorite video games as a kid. I have a lot of memories playing it with my sisters. So when I heard that they were finally doing a live-action Sonic movie, I actually was really excited for it. Then we seen that first trailer, and then the first look of Sonic was really, really awful. I think everyone can agree that that first look of Sonic was just... ugh. So I wasn't really interested in it at first when I first seen the trailer, but then I think like after like a little bit after the trailer, there was fans all over Twitter and social media complaining about how bad Sonic actually looked, and it got to the point where the producers of the actual film and the studio saw all those tweets and then looked back and then looked at the Sonic and was like, yeah, they're right. And then they went back and basically refixed all the Sonic imagery, and then about like a couple weeks after that, they released another trailer and other photos of Sonic now, and Sonic, he looks pretty awesome now. Like, come on, he looks really good now. And ever since that happened, I'm like, alright, since the fact that the producers... Now, I'm not saying this has to happen all the time in every film, because most of the time producers really shouldn't listen to fans and just stick with their guns. But in this particular situation, I think they made the right move, because, let's be honest, the first look at Sonic was really, really awful. Especially for a mainstream studio, it looked awful. I'm curious how this one ends up turning out. I really like Detective Pikachu, and this seems around the same lines as Detective Pikachu. So let's hope for the best, and let's hope that this Sonic movie is the Sonic movie we all want. Now on to my number 9 spot. And number 9 has to go to Ghostbusters Afterlife. Ghostbusters Afterlife is being directed by Jason Reitman, and it is starring with Bill Murray coming back to star with Paul Rudd and Finn Wolfhard. The first two Ghostbusters I just absolutely loved. Those are some of my favorite films growing up. They're goofy, funny, the whole cast is amazing. It's just Ghostbusters is great. And I didn't really like that reboot that came out. I mean, it wasn't horrible. Like, some people made it seem like it was so bad and that it should never have been made. I don't think it was that bad. It's just, to me, it didn't live up to the actual Ghostbusters that I know and love. So, after that, I was kind of done with the series. I was like, I have my first two Ghostbusters. That's really all I need. And then this trailer came out of Ghostbusters Afterlife. And when I seen the trailer, I was completely shocked. I really like the feeling of the trailer. I really like where the story concept that they're going with this. It doesn't feel like it's just trying to rip... it doesn't feel like that it's just trying to rip off the first two Ghostbusters. It really feels like its own thing. But at the same time, it's connected with these Ghostbusters stories. So I am hoping that this is going to be the Ghostbusters sequel to Ghostbusters 2 that we've always wanted. And let's just pray that they knock it out of the park with this. We've been shit on too many times by the Ghostbusters franchise, and hopefully this is a step forward in the right path. Number 8. Now my number 8 most anticipated films of the year is Marvel's The Eternals. Eternals is being directed by Chloe Zhao. I don't know. I'm really butchering her name. her last name, and I am really sorry about that. It's really hard to pronounce her name for me, so, but it's being directed by this person right here. And now this film is starring Camille Nanjiani and Richard Madden and Angelina Jolie. What? Angelina Jolie in a Marvel movie? Yes. What really interests me about the Eternals is that they've been saying that this is gonna basically be the step into the new age of Marvel movies. And that this is gonna basically be very cosmic and is gonna span over around 1,000 years. I think a couple thousand years or something like that. And it seems very interesting because it seems like something very different that we haven't gotten from Marvel Studios yet. I really hope this is something very different and new and fresh. I really hope they press some boundaries with this one, which seems like they are. Because from what the actors have been saying is that Marvel's been doing stuff that they've never done before in this film. So I'm really hoping they step out of their comfort zone and, go over some boundaries, what they usually do with their movies. I really can't wait for Eternals. I really like the cast they have for this. And to me, it looks awesome, and it looks like they're going full Jack Kirby take on it, which is really good. Number 7 most anticipated movie of the year is Marvel Studios' Black Widow. So yeah, they decided to do a Black Widow movie after the fact she's dead, which is kind of weird, because I always thought that Black Widow should have had her own solo movie a long time ago, but that didn't really happen until now. So cool, we're getting it out, and I'm excited because Black Widow is one of my most favorite characters in the MCU. I love her. I love what Scarlett Johansson does. Now, the Black Widow is being directed by Kate Shortland and is starring the one and only Black Widow, Scarlett Johansson. Now, Black Widow is a movie that I thought should have happened like a long time ago, but now they decided to do it now since she's dead for some reason. But at least they're doing it now, and I'm really interested. The trailer looks really good to me. I liked how it seems, again, like a very different kind of a Marvel film. And in my opinion, a Black Widow movie should have came out way before Captain Marvel. Nothing against Captain Marvel, but I feel like Black Widow should have been our first female solo Marvel movie. Seems like Scarlett Johansson is really serious about this movie. It seems like she really wants to take this movie seriously and wants this movie to be great, which I am happy about. And I am really looking forward to see where they go with her character. For what I know is that it's taking place in between the events of Infinity War and Endgame. And she's basically gonna be going and finding her family, meeting up with her family, and she's going back to Russia. So I really can't wait for that. And this is also the first time we're going to be getting Red Guardian, which is basically the Russian Captain America. Cannot wait to see that. David Harbour's playing him. So David Harbour's a great-ass actor. He played the new Hellboy, which that movie was, the less said about that movie, the better. But he did a great job. In every movie he's in, he does a great job and show. So I am really excited about this one, and I really can't wait where they go with this character. Number 6. And number 6 on my list for most anticipated movies is A Quiet Place Part 2. A Quiet Place Part 2 is being directed by John Krasinski again, who did a magnificent job for Quiet Place Part 1. I swear, Quiet Place Part 1 was my most, shockingly good movies of 2 years ago, I should say. And I thought they did a fantastic job with it. It was scary, it was thrilling, it's suspenseful. They set up a really good lore and world building in that first movie. So now I'm really curious where they go with this second movie. And we just got a new trailer for it recently. And from the trailers, it looks like it could actually be better than the first one. And I was against the sequel at first. I was completely against the sequel because of how perfect the first one was. But now after seeing that trailer, I'm like, yeah, this was a great idea. And I cannot wait to see where they go with this story. Number 5 most anticipated movies for 2020 is The New Mutants. Now, New Mutants is being directed by Josh Boone and is starring Anna Taylor-Joy and Maggie Williams. Now, New Mutants, oh god, this is a crazy one. New Mutants should have came out 2 years ago, I'm pretty sure, and they got a whole big mix-up of what happened of the studio and directors. They started arguing back and forth how the movie should be. They completely reshot the whole movie at one point, and then completely reshot it again, and then reshot it again after that. So this movie's been production hell, honestly. We have one trailer of it already, and that one trailer looks awesome. I still go back sometimes and rewatch that trailer because of just how good it was. And how it looks like a horror movie concept, and I really love that horror movie concept, because we really haven't gotten that with any comic book movie yet. We've gotten people saying, oh yeah, we put some horror movie elements in there, like Doctor Strange or Venom, but they never really go full-on horror. And it seems like they are finally doing that with this, and it's officially supposed to come out this year. Hopefully it doesn't get canceled again. But it's supposed to be coming out this year, and I can't wait to finally see it after all this time. Number 4. Now, my number 4 most anticipated movie for 2020 is none other than Halloween Kills. Now, Halloween Kills is being directed by David Gordon Green, coming back to helm to direct after he just directed the really good 2018 Halloween. I really love that Halloween movie. Some stuff I would have changed about it. I didn't like it fully, but as a sequel to the original Halloween movie, I thought it was great. And we did leave off of that movie with a little cliffhanger, so that has me guessing. So I was guessing for a while that, yeah, they're definitely going to do a sequel, because Michael is definitely not dead. I'm not spoiling anything, but if you watch the movie, you know that he is definitely not dead at the end. And you know that he's going to come back. And this one, when he's back, apparently we're going to get some flashbacks of the 1978 night. Like, apparently right after Michael fell off the roof, we're going to get some flashbacks how he got captured. We don't really know much about the plot whatsoever on this. I don't think we know anything about the plot of this. They're still in the middle of filming this movie. But I am really excited about it. I don't really need to see a plot. I don't need to see a trailer. I'm just already going there day one, and I am super stoked to see where they take this franchise. Oh, I'm on my final 3. 3 most anticipated of the year has to go to the DC movie Wonder Woman 1984. This one is being directed by, again, Patty Jenkins, coming back to helm. Love Patty Jenkins. It's all starring Gal Gadot, with Chris Pine returning, and Kristen Wiig. Now, I love the first Wonder Woman movie. The ending I wasn't really that big of a fan of, the final act, but everything leading up to that in the movie, I just absolutely loved. I thought it was a great, heartfelt movie. Gal Gadot proved to everyone that she can act and that she is a good actress and is learning to become a very good actor. Really like the time period on this one. I like how it's 1984 and that it's very far off from the modern DCEU. It's not going to be connected with Birds of Prey or the Justice League movie, Aquaman, any of those, which is awesome. And I love that it is part of the DCEU, but it's his own thing because it's his own time period. And I really like that. Got Pedro Pascal playing the main villain as Maxwell Lord. And we also got Kristen Wiig, this is very surprising, is playing Cheetah. That's surprising. I like that. Trailer looked absolutely great. I really loved the first trailer. To me, it actually looked a lot better than the first Wonder Woman movie, which I really liked. And it looked even better than that one. And so I am really excited for this. From what I'm hearing is that this is the movie that Patty Jenkins and Gal Gadot wanted to make in the first place. But studio compilations, all that, wanted not to make this. But now they're finally making the movie that they want to make. I'm really excited for them. I'm really excited to see where they go with this. And I'm really interested to know how Chris Pine comes back as Steve Trevor. How this all works out. I really want to know how Kristen Wiig looks as Cheetah. I am very, very looking forward to this. I've watched that trailer like 50 times already, and I love it every time I watch it. Number 2, we're at our home stretch. Number 2 most anticipated movies for 2020 is Birds of Prey. Now, Birds of Prey is being directed by Kathy Yang and is starring Margot Robbie. Now, Birds of Prey is being directed by Kathy Lang. Now, Birds of Prey is being directed by Kathy Yang, starring Margot Robbie, and Mary Elizabeth Winstead, and Ewan McGregor. Now, this movie I just cannot wait for. I think about it every day. I always watch the first trailer, even though we still don't have a second trailer. I'm really, really excited to see Ewan McGregor as Black Mask. I think he is gonna knock it out of the park as Black Mask. I love Ewan McGregor and everything he does, so I know he's gonna do a great job of Black Mask. Margot Robbie back as Harley Quinn, that's perfect. Really like the feeling of this. It feels like they're going a little bit more Deadpool kind of style, a little bit more of the Deadpool feeling kind of style, which I am really excited for. I'm really interested in. It's apparently going to be rated R, which is awesome. So I really can't wait for Birds of Prey, and I really want to see more trailers for this. And I think this comes out within a month from now, so we're about to be there and watching Birds of Prey real soon. And I am so stoked to watch Birds of Prey. Now the moment has come. My number one most anticipated movie for 2020. Now my number one most anticipated movie of 2020 is the Christopher Nolan movie, Tenet. Tenet is being directed by Christopher Nolan, like I just said, and is starring Robert Pattinson and John David Washington. Now, you guys already know I'm a big fan of Robert Pattinson. I think he's a great actor. And I love Christopher Nolan. I mean, I don't think Christopher Nolan's ever put out a bad movie before in his life. And John David Washington is a really good upcoming actor that I am really looking forward to seeing more of him. The first trailer looks so weird and so out there, so different. It's dealing with, like, time travel and that they're part of some kind of, like, secret organization. And it's apparently the afterlife. Like, they're dead, but they're somehow, like, in a different reality where everything is reversed and goes back. It's really weird. And I really like in the trailer where it goes, you don't have to understand it. Just feel it. And that, I think, explains the whole movie, where you don't need to understand this movie. You don't need to put any logics or anything like that. No, you just feel it. Just feel what is going on. Be indulged with the story and what is going on. And Christopher Nolan never lets me down. And I'm hearing this is his biggest movie he's ever done before. So that's just even making me more excited about this. And Tenet, oh god, Tenet is... I really can't wait to see Tenet. Tenet looks brilliant. To me, it kind of looks like a sequel to Inception in a way, which I know it probably isn't, but it kind of feels like that. Love Inception. So, here's to a good year of movies in 2020. And I noticed that this year is not really packed with as much movies as last year had. Last year we had so much movies coming out. But this year seems like a little bit cooled down, which is cool. I like that a lot. We have some great movies coming out this year. These are my top 10 movies of 2020 that I'm most anticipated to see. Hopefully they all turn out good. I'm really hoping they do. Let me know what you guys think. I'm really curious to know what's your top 10 movies of 2020. Do you agree with some of my picks? Do you disagree with some of my picks? Let me know in the comment section below. I really love talking to you guys in the comment section. And make sure you guys subscribe to my channel to keep up to date with all my new videos coming out, because this year is going to be a great year, and I'm going to be busting out a bunch of videos on the regular. So stay tuned for all that, guys. Thank you so much for watching and all your support. See you guys next time.